Hello everybody, welcome to channel. This is the second video of our video tutorial series. Today I'm going to explain about gluten, what's gluten and its effect and how it behaves. This it will be important for beginners because when they need to make their own recipe, they can get more information. Also, who work already as a pizza maker, if they not have a good knowledge to make a pizza, if their clients are not satisfied with the pizza, they can identify what's the problem and it solve the problem. And also who eat the pizza or who make the pizza at home, when they eat the pizza, if they find so hard or strong to bite, they can identify what's the problem. To begin, I draw here side view of endosperm. No, not endosperm, the side view of wheat flour seed. The middle part is called endosperm. I'm not explain more and more about this because online internet many articles about gluten and about endosperm, all type of wheat flour. Then endosperm contain mostly 00 type. Okay. In endosperm contain two type of proteins. It's called gliadin and glutenin. When we add to gliadin and glutenin water, it's mean pure water is two. When you study chemistry or mathematics, water, this means it's water, pure water. And when we mixing, when we kneading, it's mean mixing, the gluten mash will create. Now, when we change the condition of these ingredients, also we can increase or reduce our gluten formation or gluten mash or gluten structure. Now, when when the bind together, the gliadin and glutamine, there are mainly two types of bond. It's called peptide bond and dual sulfide bond. When the peptide bond happening, there is a carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, another protein here, other part is a nitrogen. There is hydrogen. Now what will happen? These three parts, two hydrogen and one oxygen, become a water particle. It will release outside and remaining ambient which contain pizza dough. So when you get out your pizza tray after one day from refrigerator, is the pizza doughs contained in tray. If you find little bit water here, now I will show you the image on the screen. It's mean that water is not the water you added when you mixing. It's it's water of release from this bond. So it's mean you are mixing over time or mixing more time. Okay, so you have to reduce your mixing time to stop this. So this type of pizza dough is strong to bite or very hard to bite. When we eat pizza, we will feel the stomach problem and it will be indigestion because of more gluten formation which contain on pizza dough in pizza dough. To happen this, maybe you will machine time, mixing time 20 minutes with 10 or 12 or 15 kilo, or maybe with high speed. So that's why it's a more energy. That energy it create more gluten formation. Also, disulfide bond. I'm not going to explain. It's not release the water, but when you have in your pizza mixture more dull sulfide bond, then it will be strong also. Okay, so when you mix, you not have to give unnecessarily energy to increase the gluten formation. Now I will show you how to control gluten formation by changing these parameters. First, this is our flour mixture. They contain gliadin and glutenin together. If we add any other type of flour, wheat flour, like all wheat flour or soya flour or any type of non-gluten flour, it will make a barrier to become of this bond. So by adding any other ingredients to our mixture, we can control gluten formation. So I call it parameter 1. Okay. The other thing, the water. This is the water. I got some sample of water. Here it's mean pure water. I add here natural colors like carotene of carrots and red color of onion, and I will boil up this. When I add natural colors here, the, the purity of water or clearness water, it will reduce. So they are no more contain pure water, but we know this solution. It's called stock water. Okay, the stock water we using when we preparing the gluten foods to reduce the gluten formation. So when we bite, we will feel very soft to bite. This will not add to increase the taste of our plate. So if you are food maker in hotel and restaurant industry, your cooking method you have to arrange according to this formula. This like a most important secret of gluten food preparation. Someone, the ancient worker, pizza worker, they had know this or by their experience or by any other way. But the now someone who working in restaurant and hotel industry, they don't know this. Okay, now I have to clean this. So in here, that ingredient and red, the carotene, the onion, we can't use when we making pizza. We can't add this ingredient to our water. Which ingredient we can add? We can add only salt and sugar and oil, and someone use also beer or milk, and someone using also yogurt. So that's another parameter to control our gluten formation. I call it parameter 2. Now we have already two parameters to control our gluten formation. Okay, if you using more clear water, you can increase the gluten formation. If you reduce the clearness of water, also you can reduce the gluten formation. Okay, now I'm going to explain other parameter 3. Already I explained the clearness of water, the mixture of wheat flour. Now, what's the best temperature to mix our mixture? Or cool water or room temperature water? I draw here two samples of water, both equal 100 milliliter. Okay, I call sample A, sample B. Sample A temperature 10 degrees, cool water. Sample B 25 Celsius. Now, what's the difference between two samples? They are equal as a weight or quantity, as a volume, but that's one sample A 10 degrees, sample B 25 degrees. In sample B contain more energy than sample A because they contain more heat type of energy. So if you need to reduce gluten formation, better you use cool water. So that's why I use cool water the previous video when I present my recipe. I call it parameter 3. So also that's why I add 500 gram of wheat flour, whole wheat flour for my recipe in previous video to reduce the gluten formation or gluten mash. Now what's the mixing time, or 20 minutes or 15 minutes or 10 minutes? How we can decide the duration of mixing time? According to my experience, for 8 kilo wheat flour, if you need mix together, better 7 to 8 minutes, maximum 8 minutes. Okay, if you go and mix further and further, as I explained here, using that energy, the gluten mash will increase. So at this should be at lower speed, or at speed 1. Now what's if this is our mixing bucket of mixing machine, diameter 4 centimeter, or someone has 35 centimeter. When you add here to mix 15 kilo or 10 kilo, it will remain like here, little bit high. Here is the arm, rotating arm. This little bit full. So when the rotating arm when rotate our mixture, it will be pressure or become a tight. When the tight our mixture, by using that energy, also gluten formation will increase. So by reducing the amount of wheat flour we have to mix, we can control also gluten formation. I call it parameter 4. Okay, that's why I got only 8 kilo to mix with my machine to reduce the gluten mash. Okay, also we can control gluten mash by changing the pH level of pizza dough, but this moment I will not explain about that. Maybe in next future video I will explain. Okay, now try to make some example. We need to make pizza dough with low gluten formation. What should be the water temperature, what should be the ingredient, and duration of time to mix. I get here 8 minutes, the 0. Here 8. Now I have here my mixing bucket. Add water, add also yeast. I add all my ingredients together with all wheat flour and I mix 8 minutes in low speed or high speed one. Then it will give low gluten formation here. Also I use like here only 8 kilo without mixing or 10 or 15 kilo together. So what I did here to reduce the gluten mass, I add my all ingredient at the beginning. According to this, the gluten formation or mash now reduced. Okay, the pizza dough weight it's 108 to 250. Now we need to make one pizza dough with a little bit high gluten formation or gluten mash. Then it will be little bit high and it will be very soft when we touch or when we buy. Now someone have a question why we can't make pizza with this type of pizza dough with high gluten. What will happen? Before I explain, I have to explain the parameter for this. Now, what should be parameter to make a high gluten formation? This is the duration of time, mixing time. I get here 12 to 15 minutes. Oh, now here the mixing bucket. I have to mix 10 kilo wheat flour. I add here according this to I'm not going to reduce or more purity of water, so I add here half of salt, half of sugar. Also I don't add oil and I add 7 kilo of my total weight wheat flour. Okay, I mix first 5 minutes with high speed. Now in here I add remaining ingredients, remaining 3 kilos and other sugar. And if you add any other ingredient here, another 5 minutes, or if you need you can increase this or 5 or 7 minutes. I got 5 minutes with other ingredient. The final 5 minutes I add oil here. Then I will finish here. This mixture it has more gluten formation than this. Now you maybe you will have idea how I decide my parameter according to this to increase the gluten formation. Okay. Oh, I have to clean. Now, uh, here. Now we need to make pizza dough with all wheat flour. All wheat flour not contain more in the sperm part. They are contain bran and germ. So bran and germ it make a more barrier to be at this bond. So what should be the parameters? I have to mix 3 kilo. Okay. And I get here 25 Celsius degree water temperature. But in here better you get 10 degrees. If you need here also you can increase or 20 degrees. So I forgot to explain that. And here this case water temperature 25 Celsius or it's a little bit high. I add my half of ingredient as I explained here. and I mix oil speed 2 with oil high speed of first 5 minutes, and I add remaining ingredients here. Finally add here oil. I'm finished here. So it will give enough gluten formation to our whole wheat flour pizza dough. But if you use this parameter with type 0, type 00, it will increase the unnecessarily gluten formation. So because some pizza maker they believe the most ancient pizza maker they had follow this parameter to make a pizza, but they didn't work with type 0. They had work with all wheat flour. Now we not have available in market to find that type of wheat flour exactly that we not can't find in market. Okay, now someone will have question why we can't make a pizza with high gluten formation, because it's very soft. When we bite it also soft, and when you touch you also will. So when we eat pizza, we eat 250 maximum 250 gram of wheat flour with water. Weight of water of its weight of weight of our pizza dough 250 gram maximum. Oh, so if they contain more gluten formation, our stomach it can't digest, so it will be indigestion. So that's why we have to keep as possible reduce gluten formation to our pizza dough. Now, so according to this, we can't make pizza with high gluten formation. That's why the most pizza maker pizza after we eating we feel a stomach problem because of gluten. Another problem of some fungus and bacteria which can contaminated by ambient. So I think I have explained better. If you have any question, and comment me below, I will answer you. The other things, these parameters, we can calculate mathematically. We can make formulas. But if I explain how the way to make to work with formula, that most of them it will be boring. So better I not explain that way. So if you are not subscribed my channel, please subscribe me. And if you have any question, comment me below. I will answer you to increase your knowledge. Okay. Uh, in next video, I'm going to explain strength of power, and other future video I'll make most ancient method to make a pizza. Everyone like to eat the ancient pizza which has made with ancient way. So until next video, bye bye.